Hi friends. So, a neat little video for you here because I absolutely messed up. I thought that the mic would naturally come back when I replugged it in. I move my computer sometimes around when I go to like other places, specifically or like my friend's house. And I thought when coming back, my mic when plugged in would automatically set up with OBS again. I was wrong. I should have known because I've done this before and it did the exact same thing. Like, darn it. I just recorded a video and unfortunately, I do not want to have to record that again. Not to say that like the mission was bad or anything, not to say that, but that's like 29 minutes and I don't really want to record it again. So for this one video, at least, unless for some reason people like this kind of video, maybe I'll do them more often, but this is going to be a different kind of video where I'm pretty much playing back my gameplay. It's just a voiceover for a mission, which is kind of weird, I guess. This only works when the mic didn't work, so it probably won't be happening again, but I'm going to hit play. And hope that... I'm pretty sure that it should be picking up. This is me, of course, doing my normal spiel before checking. I don't check. I don't know why I don't do that, but we're continuing. Good job, Commander. I talked about the bird a little bit. And the blinky lights in the background because those are fun to look at. Oh, back to him again. Please don't kill me. I was talking about how she's cleaning. I shouldn't say I was talking because you're not going to see what I was talking about, but she's cleaning the knife even though there's no blood on knife, no blood on rag. Red Hold Heidelberg. This is absolutely baffling, by the way, because I don't hear any of this audio myself. But I don't really mind all that much. You'll see when I get to gameplay and stuff. Please. Please. Solo. I do have friends that would play this with me. Like, I always say I don't have friends that would play this with me. I do have friends that would play this with me. They just don't want to be recorded, and I don't blame them. I wouldn't want to make anybody record if they didn't want to. Back to Serbia. I have to get over the fact that I can't hear any like audio from the game or anything. I'm sure I could get it to where I could hear it too, but it's fine.
The Soviet headquarters is located here in Heidelberg.
It's good that I can't hear it because it means you'd be hearing a double, and I don't want you hearing a double.
Here's what we need you to do. Escort your mobile
Play leapfrog with the bridge.
Intel suggests that the Soviets may not be
and get your MZVs that you don't control, and I love how short this explanation is. It's just like nothing. Nope. Don't worry about it. I keep thinking those are allies, but those are definitely Soviet units. The base. Why do you make bad roads cross the river? I guess with this kind of video, I guess I'll talk a little bit more about designs and stuff, because I can only talk about what I did so much in a video when it was just like I just moved them there mainly and did some stuff. I dig the kind of bumper boat look the MCVs have. I really like how if units can do stuff like that, where they get like nice little bumper boats. I think those are like the treads. Oh, did I look at this or did I start moving away? Come on, watch him go on land. No, I didn't watch him go on land. Oh, I did. There you go. Well, it was his treads. That's really cool that the treads become the inflatables on that. That's very interesting. It's a little it's definitely similar to the Tiberium stuff. I'm also sorry if I reference Tiberium stuff a lot. I know this is not the same series. I just can't help it. I love it so much.
Ah, yes.
Also, these hydrofoils are pretty cool too. I like their little like
Your
kind of
hydrofoils can toggle between
like,
two weapons, a standard attack and weapon jammer. Target those
weird
Tesla
bumpy
coils with
wave
the
look to
jammer,
them they got
and your
going on,
co-commander
where they like
Sparkman
kind of look like
should
they
be
just
able to approach them
they're like the surfboards that sail on top of the waves. They have like the long spire that goes into the water. I like that look. Like, how do I get the dolphins to attack? Gotta get close enough. Dolphin. Dolphin. I'm just watching them attack. Gotcha. I'm so sorry. I realize, and I'm also sorry to myself too, because I have to sit through this for, you know, 29 minutes and tell you everything that happened, kind of. I should just re-record. I guess I could technically have like a better chance of making myself look good, but I also kind of want to try out this video type because it seems different. Mostly see commentators, like casters and stuff, do this kind of stuff, but like might as well not waste a good video and use it still. I was not disappointed with my gameplay or anything. Did I just disregard these units, by the way? I think I did. I totally think I didn't do anything with the hydrofoils after I had used them up. Blinky lights. These two guys are adding nothing to this. There's like, bye. Sorry. We were here for a second. I'm looking at the background.
They know you're here.
Don't like the face. I like the thought that I had that this was a custom building, and then immediately like this is Iron Curtain. I was like, I totally saw this in like the last episodes of the Soviet missions, so don't know why I thought it was custom. Do you like my fan that's in the middle of my MCV? I do.
Building. Objective received.
I don't know why I kind of like the Soviet way of building a little more, and which is funny because the way that the Allies build is the exact same way as the like all the Tiberium stuff, which I love Tiberium, but like the Allies, you just place it down and it's like there and it starts building. What's the point of that unit? It's Sergei, I think. He was like the first mission's opposing general. Don't ask me why I didn't start trying to build my economy up as fast as possible. I just wanted to boot camp very quick so I could start putting units out.
Training.
I actually, the more I look at boot camp particularly, the more I really like the Allies' design for certain things. I absolutely dig that. I just didn't like, the thing I don't like about Red Alert the Red Alert series primarily is that they just kind of look a little more goofy than the Tiberium stuff. The Tiberium stuff looked really serious kind of tone, while this one took on, even though it's a more realistic take on like an RTS, not quite like the Medal of Honor, not Medal of Honor, Medal of Honor first shooter, the Company of Heroes stuff, which plan on doing, by the way. Playing Red Alert really gets me into the thought process of a Company of Heroes. I will be partaking, by the way. I guess this is kind of a good kind of video as well to put in some like interjections with the like how I'm going to structure things eventually. I'll be doing older RTS games too, and that means I'm going to be doing a lot more not particularly great graphics games kind of thing. Like these by no means are like top of the end graphics for Tiberium Wars and Red Alert, but some of the other games I do have are going to be kind of more top of the line graphics kind of a thing. I believe I got God, what is that game called? Iron Harvest. I got the new one. I was told there's steampunk robot RTS, and I'm like, I can't pass it up. I can't lie. Don't know why I did that. I talked about it too, and I'm like, why did I freeze the power? That's not doing anything. But I do have Iron Harvest, which is like a newer game, which looks really good. I also want to try to get a better computer to try to run these games, because like with Subnautica, when I tried to record that game, it's not particularly demanding. My computer can run it, but the action of recording and running at the same time is just too much for my computer. And so I'm thinking maybe get like a better computer before I start taking on some of these bigger games. But I do have a lot of lesser games that don't need so much, you know, computer power to like run. And fight the bear. So I got StarCraft 2, which is probably even higher graphics than this though, that I might do next. I'm thinking for the case of if I'm going through some of the like more iconic RTS series, I think StarCraft is definitely like probably up there more than Command & Conquer is, because of, you know, StarCraft still has tournaments, like big tournaments, and Command & Conquer mainly has like really small, like kind of personally funded tournaments nowadays. They're like, you know, maybe one or two like backers and that's it. But I want to go through StarCraft 2 next. I actually want to go through StarCraft 1 next, because I never played it. And I got the remastered one, because at least if I can try to get a better graphic version of something, I'm going to try. And so StarCraft 1 next, then StarCraft 2, of course. This was actually a very strategically smart move on my end. This worked out so well for me. I'm so glad I did it. I'm not usually super great with ability power sometimes, but that was like a really efficient use. Oh, why did I not take him out? Darn it. But yes, I probably won't be doing too much of the I've been playing it recently with some friends, but I probably won't be going too much into the custom stuff of StarCraft. There's so much custom stuff, and it's not really my cup of tea to record, because I'd rather kind of get through like the main stuff before I start recording anything like if I start getting a big fan request for certain custom things to try like look at, then maybe I would start doing stuff like that. But it's more so I want to get through like the things I know I can do really well, which is just kind of go through the game, experience it. This is why this mission was kind of cool, is because I had never really played this far into Allies. And to be honest, I didn't play all that far into like Soviet when I first started playing this. I was like, I'd rather get it. I think I do get it here. I think I lose him. Come on. I was like, I'm gonna lose this car anyway. Yeah, I got it. But my main thing is, and I was thinking about this too when I was playing this, I was like, man, I'm not great at these games in like a more, you know, like a very good sense. Like I'm not like particularly the best at these things. And I think to myself, I'm like, well, you know what? I enjoy playing them, and I'd rather go through it kind of like a playthrough almost, rather than like I have been very happy to see people in comments being like, oh yeah, I found it, you know, I was looking through your faction stuff because I want to play the game again, and your faction thing popped up. I was like, yes. Oh, some kind of like, I'm getting the tags right, everything. I was like, yeah, it's so good. I do notice my faction stuff excelling incredibly. Like I said before, I think I spoke in like one of these earlier videos that I did, that I would love to do faction focus. It's just I don't know most of these RTS games, and I like can't give you a particularly good kind of reading on it, on a unit or on like a faction, if I don't know like how they function primarily as a gameplay in a gameplay situation. That's not to say that I won't be playing games that I kind of have to do faction focus only for, unless I wanted to do kind of a match thing with them, which I guess I could. I could like do like against AI kind of match, which because I have also Age of the Ring, which is the Middle Earth mod for Battle for Middle Earth. I got all the like DLC for that, and I got like the mod for that, which adds like a lot more stuff too. So I'll be going through faction focus with that one, because I don't think there's a campaign in there. Like if there is, I'll be playing it. The one I know there isn't a campaign for is Warhammer 40k, like the not the Total War or anything like that, but the old 40k. That's kind of the older style RTS. I know that one doesn't have a campaign, and I know that I really want to do faction focus on that one because I loved playing it with friends. I'm gonna have a shout out to my friends real quick because I know one of them watches anytime I post. I'm gonna say hi to him, make him feel a little special because he's a good friend, and I don't mind talking about my friends. I won't tell names. I will talk about them sometimes. I'll reference them mainly. Here's me not being smart and refusing to kind of take like an actual force to like do this, and I'm like, I'm just gonna sit here for like probably 20 minutes more than I needed to and take on this with only aerial. By the way, Toasty, I'm very much noting that it is extremely toasty in my room. Little known fact, I can at least tell you the state I'm in. I don't feel too bad doing that. I'm in California. I guess Californians sometimes have accents. I don't know if I don't think I have an accent, but they say it sometimes. But here in California today, it was like 110, and that is gross. That was awful. It wasn't that bad. I work inside primarily. I feel absolutely awful for anyone that works outside, because 110 no matter what is not fun. Come on. I just left these boys here for like the entire time until I started really attacking. Time for me to just still attack with air. Like, I realized I could also edit this video down technically and just kind of give you a shorter recap, but I want to try to give you everything as much as I can. Also, don't realize that there's so much video here that I'm like, yeah, I could just voice over it. It'd be so fast and stuff. It's not. It's absolutely not so fast and stuff. I'm like, I mean, I'm 17 minutes through, so I only have 12 minutes left to talk, but that poor boy. I'm sure eventually he got destroyed by something else, but he was like going through that entire map with a tick in him. Oh my god, do I hate the ticks when I'm not using them. I didn't even use the ticks a whole lot when I was the Soviets, but like playing against them, oh my god, they're awful. They're so overpowered. The fact that they don't have a duration on that like takeover thing is just baffling. I know they're not gonna do anything about it, but I mean, like, the fact that you just stay in there forever until that unit dies is just like, I guess it doesn't do too bad if they're like always healing, but like, he's not. My units got really messed up by him. By the way, those I can't remember what the Soviet Rocketeers are called. No, these are Javelin soldiers, but I don't know what the Soviet ones are called. They have some range on them. They can fire so far away. I think this is the thing I took to go in there. I don't know why I took just this. Yeah, these boys are just sitting there being a defense. Also, ooh. Think about defense, sorry. Something I'm also excited for to do is AoE 3 or Age of Empires 3, which I'm not going to be inherently doing. I will be doing the remake. I can't lie. I'm going to be doing the like campaign remake and everything, but I will not be doing. I guess they might be a little different. I was thinking about not doing the remakes faction focus because, you know, I can't lie, the style's not the greatest either. I'm kind of with a lot of people on it, and I'm like, I don't really prefer the style a whole lot. But I will be doing, there's a mod out there, and I want to give it some more light than it already had. It's pretty sizable like community for this mod already, but it's the Wars of Liberty mod for AoE 3, the old one, the old like 13 one.
Enemy base detected.
It was 2013. That game looks way older than 2013, but I think it's a 2013 one. If not older, someone do correct me if I am wrong about that. But
Is it time? Yes, my friend.
I will be doing a faction focus specifically for that mod because it's pretty much just the regular base AoE 3, the old one, but adds like way more. And I was told by my friends that there's not really a lot of information about AoE 3, like that and the mod. And I'm like, I wouldn't mind taking that attempt to like kind of help you see what units are particularly good and which ones are better. I will have to learn terminology for the most part for AoE 3 because I know it's got a lot of different terminology I'm not quite used to. That'll be research for later kind of a thing. I still got StarCraft. I also got a bunch that I want to like take on before I start doing stuff. The ticks, not the ticks. Oh, they got the boy. Yep, look at that. He's doomed. He's just doomed. I sent him away. And then he doesn't die, I think. This is the one that I don't think dies the whole time. There we go. I thought to myself, well, why not just get more Vindicators out? I also should have probably gotten more Vindicators after this. Just built a big old aerial force. 8 minutes left. Oh, sweet. Oh, he does die. Okay, he definitely dies. I thought this is a different one. I definitely got one of them to get one of the ticks in them, and he just didn't die. He just refused. Also, that tick didn't spawn out of that guy for some reason. I thought that was a defense. Come here, little spider boy, jumping jack. Don't remember his name particularly, but I call him jumping jack. Come on, get the tick, get the tick, get the tick, and didn't work. Is this the one that doesn't die? I'm trying to find which one of these guys gets hit with a tick and like just refuses. It is that one. So that one was hit with a tick, but it just didn't, it refused to die. It like just kept going and like kept healing more than the tick could damage it. Like that's not how that's supposed to work, especially for a unit that has like no rankings on them whatsoever. But the game just kind of bugged out. Ooh. Something that pops up here that I didn't quite realize, and I really actually like super like the idea of. Look, they become little armored like mechapede looking little guys. I never like saw that in my playthrough. I'm like, what? That looks so cool. So you starting to get really hurt from it. What happened to that one tank? I'm so invested in this single tank's life. He had to have gone. Yeah, he had to have gone. Also that poor, I think it's ACP? Might be ACP, but, I just moved him and I'm like, oh yeah, the barrier's down, throw him at them. And then all of a sudden it's like, nope, sorry.
It is time, isn't it?
I realize now why I needed to take out this first, rather than take out the upstairs first, and I think you'll see in a moment, because I'm like, hey, you know, see, he doesn't die, he refuses. I lose a boy here, he just has too many units attacking at once. Somewhere, I think. I'm like, oh yeah, I took most of that out. Where do I go now? I'm waiting for these guys to get their ammo back. I'm like, oh, might as well, let's go look up. Yeah, I think let's go look upstairs. Like, look up at the top. I'm just watching that single boy just get hurt. Yep. I was like, why don't I just come up? I was like, oh, look, power reactors. I think that's what I was thinking. I'm gonna go take out the power reactors, and then I noticed these guys have like that effect on them, and I'm like, maybe not. My favorite unit. I'm gonna love going over that Apocalypse tank when I'm doing faction focus for this game, because that tank is just so good. His like voice lines are amazing. He's like beefy and like has cool effects too, like the gravitron thing. Oh, something else I'm noting. If whoever watches this watches the same videos of the other one, started getting views on the Find It's again, and I'm like, why dost you hurt me so? I love the Find It's. I really do. I know I shouldn't, and if I really love something, I should inherently be discouraged to like play it, but I just couldn't argue with the numbers I was getting on the RTS stuff, and I was like, I kind of have to. I have to keep playing RTSs compared to Find It's. People start watching the Find It's. I'm so happy. If I ever get enough of you to like be like, please go back to Find It's, at least to an extent, in a second, I'll absolutely start uploading Find It's as well again. Because I just love them. They're so silly and like absolutely absurd, and I have probably so many in my library because I was planning on it. At the same time, still not very upset to not have to do anything but RTS, because RTS are so fun. It might get draining though if people are really only here for faction focus, because I got so many views on faction focus. Well, that's a tongue twister. And I would rather give you guys what you want, because as long as I'm enjoying it, I think it's okay to do something that I both enjoy and you both enjoy. Just gonna take out this one. It seems to be the one that makes. Oh, I love this tank over here. This God, I just looked at these guys' name. But this tank, look at him dance. He's dancing. He's dancing so good. That hammer tank. Oh, I even clicked on him to try to get his name correctly. I'm like, that hammer tank is just dancing. Whoever's piloting that is not having a fun time. Apparently there's like a mouse or something in there with him, and it's just like, I can't handle this right now. He's like freaking out. I'm glad to learn that these do actually affect the power. So I was like, am I just doing this for no reason? See, like, he's doing a different dance when he started attacking. That's adorable. I love him. Where's that conscript going? I never noticed him before. Like, ran away. Thankfully, I'm getting close to the end of this, because I remember, I'm like, you know what? Why not just attack things? I didn't deal with that hunter tank. I was attacking him in the back. Yep. Hammer tank. Oh, this is what ended up happening to this little brigade. He got ticked. Who immediately ran to a different unit, I think. And I just had too many of these like little guys coming up and attacking me. I was like, you know what? Let's just go and take care of this guy up top. At first, I was like, let's go attack these. I think I did attack these first, actually. I'm like, they're part of the objectives. I gotta take them out anyway.
Our ally is under attack.
Come on. Oh, no. Yeah, look at that. I literally just subverted it at the very last second. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go attack this. And I was like, oh, look at this health. Look at that health. Look at that absolute pixel health that thing has. And I was like, do I have something that can attack it really fast? I was like, oh, is this a bomber? Nope, not a bomber. And I'm like, I come back with one more boy just to take you down. Also, I'm like, I gotta build a new boy. I don't know why I decided to build the new boy. But this last move is rad. I will admit. I definitely will admit this last move was kind of like very, very cool. Also, this army, I think I looked at it a second ago. I think that's the army I was thinking of. Yep, they had just like a crazy army built up all of a sudden.
Is it
What I
time?
do is I get everyone going. I was like, you know what? Let's go attack this. And I'm just gonna send like a single boy
Just say the word.
at that upper base because I'm like, I don't want to like deal with it. Look at this timing. Watch this timing. Look at that. Like that's gone now.
Enemy
They
base
destroyed
detected.
that, and they're about to destroy that. Oh my god, how perfect! Bam! Look at that. Oh, that's so good. Victory. Still talked about how she looks kind of sad still in this picture. I'm like, what? Here's the fun part. I have like 36 seconds left. I don't know how much of that is me saying goodbye. So I'll start saying it now because I think I have more than enough time and I can just cut this off. So if you like this video, you know, this is a different kind of thing. So give it a like if you really like it. Maybe it becomes more often if you guys really enjoy it. Also comment, you know, that's a good way to tell me if you really like it, of course. And of course, I'd like to ask you to subscribe. If you do, I think you're wonderful. If you don't, I still think you're wonderful. So it's completely up to you. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.